Hi, I'm Eric and welcome to the show. My guest today goes above and beyond for those in her community and all around. Her name is Miss Jenny. Miss Jenny, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
You look lovely.
Thanks.
Where did this fashion from, Miss Jenny?
You know, I must big up my dressmaker.
Yeah.
She started me out properly.
You're looking lovely, man. Miss Jenny, go fast in the business. How old are you?
I'm 53 years old.
53 years old?
Yes,
Who are you
sir.
fooling?
Not
You're full
no.
You're looking nice, man.
Thank you.
So they call you Miss Jenny.
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from Endon, Norwood. I was born in Paradise Crescent in Montego Bay.
Yeah? What's life like down in Norwood?
Oh, you know, by God's grace, I must give him thanks. Norwood is a loving community, you know, before the crime and violence start to show its ugly face. But with God, all things are possible.
Sure.
I'm the winner of the Supreme Venture Community Hero, and for 2020 and 2021.
How did you win that? What happened?
The vote, I must give thanks to the voters who saw it fit to nominate me and also to allow me to be their people's choice.
Yeah, so we're talking about the people of the community nominated you and they voted for you to ensure that you are the hero of the community. What, Miss Jenny? What?
In Jamaica and around the world.
Yeah, that's great.
They voted for me.
What was it? What were the challenges like for you raising 6 children?
It was very difficult, very, very, very difficult. And so that's why I opened the little corner shop.
Yeah,
It's called Jenny Corner Shop.
Yeah.
Right, that is what gave me the drive to open it because it was very, very challenging as a single mother. When I gone to work, you know, I was working with this permanent hotel and I could remember if you're late, 5 minutes late, you know, I write up that.
Yeah.
If you're absent. So can you imagine I have 6 children in school and, you know, teacher called me, parents teachers meeting. It was, you know, just to put food in the mouth of one, what says 6. It was very challenging. So I find a method how to, you know, overcome.
How to survive.
Right. And so I opened the shop and used that method to help single mothers, not only single mothers, because we have a lot of single fathers in Norwood, good fathers. I'm so proud of them. And I told them each day, because not only a shop, it is a shop, it's also a counseling area to counsel the young people.
No, you opened your corner shop. Yeah, what are some of the things that you sell there?
Oh, Eric, you will be fascinated to hear this. I sell $50 SketchUp. And so you can get that in a container or a plastic bag, you know, tie up. And I also sell 1 single sanitary napkin, sanitary pad.
Wow. And you find that people from the community, they are in need, so they come for it.
You listen, it's not the $100, the $200 that count, it's the $10. So because I'm selling a $50 ketchup or a $10 squeeze a toothpaste, you come with a toothbrush and a squeeze out. 1 squeeze is $10 if you can't afford it, and you would be surprised the amount of person who that help. And my thought is that a family should not go to bed without a meal, a hot meal.
They should not have to struggle.
Right. So I sell. I would cut the bull beef in 2 and sell half of it.
Yeah.
Yes. And I will sell a piece of chicken back with 2 chicken foot and also cut, you know, a half pound of flour, mix, and some banana, and that's a one price, $150 at the time or $200.
So you still do that, a quarter bread and
yeah,
half
man,
of bread
a slice of bread.
A slice?
Yeah, and I make a slice of bread with butter or peanut butter. So I buy the big buckle of peanut butter and I sell $20, $30, $40, $50, any amount where you come with. Miss Jenny is here too.
How long you been running this shop?
I've been running the shop 2004. Right.
It's a literal salvation to the community.
It is. That's why I call the corner shop.
The
corner shop. Now live out the corner shop because it's situated on a corner. And sometimes when person don't have money, like me that going to like Manchester or Roehampton and place like that, that planted food, I would exchange, for grown provision.
Oh, great.
Right? So, and then by the time me come back down with all of that, me hand it out to person who don't have it.
In what other ways you have been helping the people of Norwood?
Okay, so the youth I would take them, find out from them. By they come into shop, so I know the family and I know the youth, and in 2016, it became very violent and bloody. And so you wouldn't have the youth from Norwood to go to Flanker, even though it's a giant community, or from Flanker going to Salem, they wouldn't do that. So I was involved in CDC, Norwood CDC, community development. And so I would find out who not going to school, why they leave school. I would buy school uniform, I would buy books, I would buy pay school fee, I would take them who need to go to the doctor. I was really regular at the Cornwall Regional Hospital, and if that's taking too much time, I would also carry them to the private doctor. Yes.
So once I have a problem, I come knock at Miss Jenny's shop.
Yeah, man. I try to help in every way I can because I remember when I was down there and just needed a help. And so I would take them as far as Lucy to get job, housewife, mother's father. Full up my van. I did have a little pickup, you see, a red pickup, and I full up my van with them. I went down and find out if they needed employment, and if they told me yes, the Chinaman them know me regularly, so I would take that child and I said, listen, you're going on my recommendation, so you have to behave good, because I'm the auntie or the sister or the mother, they would call me.
Mercy.
So I would take them as far as Lucy.
You drive to Lucy? Are you going to knock on the Chinaman's shop or
anywhere, the hotel, and I have the at one point I have 10 persons, and out of that 10 person I have to find skirt, pants, white shirt,
well, let's say
shoes.
They find the job.
Yes.
You have to
secure and plus turn around money if they go work when they got through, and I would check up on them and just don't leave them like that.
Why do you do this? Apart from the fact that you remember the times when you were in need, how satisfied are you when you do something like this?
Can I tell you, not even that, not only the youth or the baby who got sick and I had to rush him, or the older person, senior citizens, Shetteen and stuff. I had a YouTube channel called Jenny Corner Shop, community outreach. Right, and so persons can tune into it and they will see what I'm doing. So it's the first they're going to see my face because it's not about me.
It's not about you?
No.
Why it's not about you?
Because, giving, it shouldn't be you. It should be the person who is in need. That's what it should be. And so I don't want the spotlight to come on me. No, it come on the need of the person.
Wow. We take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more with Miss Jenny about her shop and how she has been helping families inside the community of Norwood down in Montego Bay. Welcome back to the show. I'm talking with Jennifer Brown, and she has been dubbed a hero and a leader down in the community of Norwood in Montego Bay. Jenny's Corner Shop. Once I come to Jenny's Corner Shop, I know that I can tell you my problems.
Yes.
And you will try to help.
I will try to help you, and if I can't help you, I also have some friends who are certified. Certified persons who you can go to and talk to. about your situation. Persons reach out to me
Yeah.
to, when they come to the shop having marital problem, I'm there to help. So in life, I want to say to the world that whatever you go through in life, whether it's struggling, God is preparing you to help somebody else who is coming through that channel, because I was also a teenage pregnant too. And so I got dropped out of school at the age of 13. And back in my days, you couldn't go back to school. It's not like now that the children have privilege. You couldn't go back.
It was big embarrassment.
Right. And it was not only that to my family, it was an embarrassment and friends and, and so Supreme Venture at the age of 52 gave me opportunity to go back to school. What? Right, I went to college, so yeah.
Cool out now, Miss Jenny. Let me fix
I have
up
my
here.
Awards with me.
What you pursued?
Entrepreneur at MEC.
Good.
UE. Yes, and so not only that, Supreme Venture also gave me a laptop to study. They just put you, out there. I remember, 9th grade. So I was 13 turning 14 at the time. So I was in 9th grade.
How did you survive as a teenage mom?
It was the roughest thing. So now you understand why I do what I do now, to help others who fall into that trap. I said you can be anything you want to be. It's not the end of the world.
What kept you going in those tough moments, Jenny? Jenny, I want to understand, because you are 13 years old, right? You're not working, you're living with your parents.
Yes.
Right? What kept you going?
Because now I understand it's not about blame game. It's not about this is the end of my life. Or it's not about there is no father was there or anything like that. It's about the unborn child who did not know anything, wasn't guilty of anything, and I want that child to be able to say, my mommy did this and mommy reached here.
Jenny,
it's a blessing.
You fought.
I fight the good battle, yes. The willpower, your inner. Alrica will say we are all spirits here, and so if we do just come out of the body, stop thinking about the flesh, and think about spiritual, in the spiritual realm, then we can overcome anything because the spirit is very strong.
What are some of the other challenges that you had to overcome?
Resentment. Oh, you come out to nothing. Nobody. You're not going to make it. And when those things reside in your head, then you want to believe it. You understand? Or you watch that person go college, but I'm telling you that I went Supreme Venture, send me back to college. I nail it, And so I am an overcomer. And I'm also a winner.
You keep winning. You keep winning.
Yes, I keep winning.
Tell me about your children.
Okay, I have 3 girls and 3 boys. The oldest boy is mentally challenged, right? And I was having a mentally challenged person watching my kids while I go to work.
What a risk.
Yes, and I used to wash clothes for a living. I couldn't get a bank work. I couldn't get a nurse work. Also because I wasn't qualified, but I was determined to work my way up to being qualified.
The death of your son, how did that affect you?
And so on the 25th of December 2016, I woke up and I said, I'm going to go to the country and look for my parents because they were living in the country at the time. And I said, Jason, come with me. And he said, okay, mommy. And he come in the vehicle. So before this happened, he would go buy my stuff, buy my patty, go pick up, and he would go by himself, go get medication. I didn't have to take him to get medication, and so he would go. And I'm like, wow, something they go on, man, True. It's good. And the morning I said, Jason, that I don't normally do. Come on, me you go country, go look for my parents, and I have my money with me. And I said, Mama, you touch your mother. Yeah, the money and my father. Oh gosh. Love my father, man. My father getting little thing too and stuff, and we did talk and like something. I said, I'm ready, come on. And him say, yes, mommy, come on. And on the way down, because when I was going up, one of my cousin came with us. But so we never talk more than they play music. Cause my son loved Tupac. So he put in the Tupac and with the rock and the bounce and they go up. So when we come down back now, my cousin, he stopped up there saying not coming down. And me and my son, and we went on the rocky road because we take another shortcut to come open. And we were talking, and I was just talking about when he was born and stuff and his sibling, and what I had was to do to, put food on the table. And he said, Mommy, ride or die, and me and you. You see Tupac, mom, songs and we they play and come down. So this was the 25th. So his brother sent a shirt for him, some clothes for him, and tell him to wear it on his birthday. Because remember, the 30th would be his birthday,
Yes.
He come in and in bed and he said, Mommy, me I got change. And when he come back, I saw him in the clothes. So I said to him, why you have on the clothes that your brother sent for your birthday? He said, me no must live to see my birthday. And a customer came to buy a 1,000 island, that's a dressing. And I sold the person, and he walked with the lady, go down. And I was in the shop, and about 30 minutes afterwards, I started having belly cramp. He was at the corner, and to community affliction, 4 persons were in because it's Christmas, so they were setting up the sound system for play and stuff. So at that time, 3 of my family members died from the November. So they're on the fridge. My niece and her baby and my nephew. And so my son was standing at the corner, and the gunman came up. The gunman them come up and start fire shot. I felt every shot that he got. His eyes were shot out, his teeth was shot out, his hand middle was shot out, in belly, every part of him. This girl had come up from Westmoreland to visit his boyfriend. She dead. My other cousin dead. So at that time I had about 5 family members to bury.
We're back with Miss Jennifer Brown, hero of Norwood St. James, dedicated to the upliftment of the community she so loves, only to lose her firstborn child to gang violence in that very same community. How are you coping now, and what is your wish for your community?
Okay, so with that all happened, and I was very resentful. I didn't want to have none. I left the shop, I left my home, and I moved away. I almost had strokes, I was so depressed, and I'm saying I am giving my all, because if somebody's sick, if somebody need help, I would be there. How could you do this to me? My son was sick. He wasn't in any violence or anything. So how could the killer or killers do this?
Choose him.
And I was so bitter. God, how could you allow this to happen? Right? And so I was to bury my niece, my son, one time, and her baby one time, that one funeral. And I didn't want anything to do with the community. And so I went away.
What made you return to the community?
God have a way. I want to say to all the parents, loved ones who lost somebody by the gun, by violence, to look to God for strength, because only Him can give you that peace. Yes, we need the community to fall back in love, and because love conquer everything,
Oh, yes, the word love, yeah.
Love conquer everything.
True.
And so for my community, Norwood, all hope is not lost. We have doctor come out of Norwood.
Yes.
We have lawyers come out of Norwood. We have pharmaceutical come out of Norwood. We have police come out of Norwood. Nurses come out of Norwood. So all is not lost.
Yeah. What are your hopes for the area?
My hope, my drive right now, I wanted to see a community center
Yeah.
in the community. And I would love to have some partners to make it possible, you know, because that is very important.
Yeah, what are some of the things that you want the youth of the area now to start concentrating on, and some of the activities really that they could do at the community center?
Okay, so for instance, single parents, I must emphasize on that because that is one of the most contributing
factor, yeah.
Right. In the community, being a single parent, one parent gone out, gone look food. You know, I'll be just blunt like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Gone out, gone look food, and so the children are there, not unsupervised, and you know, a lot of fathers are missing from the home.
Yeah.
And when the mother gone to get a meal to put on the table, the child is left alone, and if they're not a leader, they're going to be a follower.
Exactly.
And so that's where the damage come in. You know, so we would very much encourage the fathers to be a part of their children's life because, you know, children look up to their father for guidance. And that's how God has ordained it.
And for other men in the community as well, you know, they can also come together and, you know, be an inspiration to the other young men and young women too in the area as well. That would be good.
Yes, that would be so good, Eric. And one of the things is that when I was growing up, it used to be community raising children, right? You gonna work, so the next door neighbor who is going to be home can supervise your child. Nowadays, because it's our fourth generation, and so the mother, you have a lot of teenage pregnancy, and so they are not even mature as yet. And what happened now when you try to correct that child, the mother come and done you, or the father come and done you. It's just a mindset, and so we have to fight, you know, to keep that still alive.
Thank you so much, Miss Jennifer Brown. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
And continue to do well for yourself.
You know, I want to say something to you. I want to say something to you, Alex. I admire your show. I admire what you're doing for persons, and I know you remind me of Ian Boyne. You're going to be the next Ian Boyne. Trust me.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, Ian Boyne is a good one.
Yes, he is.
All right. Thank you, Miss Jennifer, and continue to do very well for yourself, for the community, and continue to impact lives. And I'm glad that you're back to the community.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. All right. So there you have it. A beautiful story from Jennifer Brown. So many lessons for us. She's been helping people everywhere. You too can help to make a difference in your community. I'm Alric McKenzie. The Alric Show will be back next week.